Hello there. All right. I just watched the movie Vikram and I enjoyed it. However, I did not enjoy it as much as Kaithi. I was expecting to enjoy it more. It's just the cast, it was a star-studded cast. Everyone there was well written. Everyone there I liked. Everyone there was action-packed, but there was no real relatable character like there was with Napoleon. Napoleon was a well-grounded character, an everyday person who anyone could relate to, no matter who they are, contrary to what Hollywood believes. So he was incredibly well placed in that world. However, in Vikram, there is no one really like that. That doesn't take away from the fact that it's a great movie. Like Vikram, I enjoyed. The agents he had employed, all three of them, I enjoyed. I enjoyed the backstory for Bijoy. The fact that once again we're thrown into the middle of his story. In Kaithi, he had already done the drug bust. He had already contained it all, and now it's about getting the cops to safety. That's where it started. And this one, his family's been taken out. Spoilers. His family's been taken out already, and that's all we get. However, I didn't feel the same emotional impact when he told his story that when Dilly told his story about his wife. That the story he told was far more impactful than what Bijoy said when his wife and daughter were killed before his eyes. So I don't know why. I think it was probably he didn't relay it. I think it's the fact that he was talking to another officer, because in Kaithi he was talking to just another nobody, another run-of-the-mill person, so it felt like I was the one being spoken to. Here it's a great powerful character talking to another great powerful character, and I'm just like a bystander sitting there in the corner of the room going like, okay, none of this is for me, but I am hearing it. So I think that's how it was. Unlike with Kaithi, I felt like I was the one being told all this stuff. All the stories they related, all that stuff was so emotionally powerful, and here it just falls a little flat. I did really like the action of the movie. The only two issues I had, I think really just one issue. The one issue I had was the start. The movie starts awful, absolutely awful. The whole dance sequence at the beginning of the movie, it should not be there. It's the same issue I had with Lucifer at the very end. And Lucifer, at least it had a purpose because it was trying to show the all the sins, the lust of it. But I didn't care for it. Didn't feel like it fit. Here, it literally serves no purpose. And I was like, okay, they got this famous actor. They're killing him off. They wanted him for a few more shots. And I even said that when the watch along. I was like, okay, that makes sense. That justifies it. They got this actor. They want to do as much as they can with him. They put him in a dance sequence at the very beginning, only to get rid of him. And that didn't matter. It didn't matter. So in the end, we were left with this joke of a dance sequence, which I couldn't stand. The whole dance, even his dancing was a little subpar. I always compare it to the people who are professionals dancing alongside him, and it was just like, no, he's too old for this. I don't mind it like when they dance a different rhythm, but here he's trying to do the exact same motions and he's offbeat or just not matching up. But the action was amazing. I love the spies, like the psychological agent. She was absolutely phenomenal. The intelligence, the communications operative, he was awesome, absolutely awesome, because they flip on a dime. Like the psychological operative, or psychological, is that what she was? Yeah, she's one character, and then she turns around and is a complete other character. That was absolutely phenomenal. Same thing with the communications specialist. He was one character at the beginning, very proper, very clean. I don't drink. I don't do this. I don't do this. He's a very spiritual person. And then he turns around and he's drinking the black tea. So I love that shot, by the way. I love that joke. That was perfect. He just had the tea stem. I thought that was absolutely phenomenal. And the only one that really didn't get anything was the driver, the arms specialist. There was no purpose for him there. However, you could see the writing on the wall, because when Bijoy's telling his story, I called it where Amar says the same, like something back to him, like my emotions are up here, or I think logically my emotions are up here, not right here. Only for him to realize the truth that his emotions are right here, not here. When it comes down to the wire, they're right here. It was just like all these little things. It's just like, yep, that's going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. Because the way it was pacing out went that way. I do got to say that the post-credits scene, this movie is a standalone. You could literally watch it on its own. It's just that not post-credit scene, the Rolex entry where he shows up, that should have been after like the few main credits. Why? Because if you're watching Vikram and you haven't seen Kaithi before, it would make absolutely no sense. So, because all the characters there are to reference the Kaithi. Even showing Dilly, or not really showing Dilly, just having his voice, showing his daughter, who is now like 3 years older, and this is supposed to be 6 months later. So, of course, time passes. But the movie, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed going through it. I still don't feel it was as strong as Kaithi. Kaithi was, it hit me in the feels. It hit me hard. Like, I wanted to cry in some scenes. But in Vikram, I'm just like, okay, his son was killed. He's using the same weapon that his son was killed, or same thing that his son was killed in, on everyone who killed his son. It's just a lot of the same stuff, just being, okay, he's doing this. Okay, he's doing this. Okay. It was there, but it was still action-packed, and I really did enjoy it. I had fun with the movie while I was watching it, but I don't feel like I could go back and watch it unless I saw Kaithi again. But Kaithi, I could watch over and over and over again. But again, I still think, as of right now, KGF is my favorite franchise, because, well, at least my favorite first film, because Leo hasn't come out yet. And once it comes out, maybe that will change. But I like this movie. There really isn't much wrong with it except for that dance sequence, and there are no relatable characters. But when you have a star-studded cast and everyone has to be the boss, it works. It works. One more thing. I just keep going. I liked how they did the shot for the flashback of Vikram's. Vikram was the commander of 11 troop members. And it's like every single person that they showed, I feel is going to be referenced in the team that's being built. Leo, Vijay is probably going to be one of them, because Vikram is going to remain the commander. Dilly is going to be the one that was holding the minigun, that railgun type thing. He's going to be the one that handles that. Every character is going to have some speciality. So I'm expecting there to be a movie that comes out probably in a year or two that has like some female actress who's basically going to take the psychological role, which I would be okay with. I'm okay with those movies because it makes you wonder, what was this old crew like? Because now I want to know. Who was it? Who were they? I would like him to basically write that story and hand it off to a director he trusts. As long as he trusts that director, it's a done deal. It's absolutely set in stone. And the director actually believes in the story that's being told. If the director doesn't believe in the story that's being told, then it's going to go off the rails the way Marvel has in their universe. But I am really liking where this is going. The fact that it looks like he's going to rebuild the crew with Dilly, Amar, Bijoy, because it was like all the other 4 people he had on his crew all died off, and Amar joined because of what he went through, just like Bijoy joined what he went through off screen, and Vikram is the leader. They're going to recruit Dilly, so that's going to bring them back to 4, and I guess Leo is going to make it to 5, and then they're going to be doing this for another, 9 years? Which I am okay with, as long as it stays being good and enjoyable. It doesn't have to be great like the first one. They just have to be fun and enjoyable and build upon the story that they're telling. That's all that matters. But yeah, I've talked for quite a bit now. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. And if you like what I do, please support the channel, buy merchandise, or become a member. It's like 99 cents American. I have no clue what the conversion rate is. I'm always wrong when I guess it, so I probably should look it up. But I know it changes. It changes all the time. But thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.